Hi everyone! I keep getting a lot of questions from people that have basically just finished a campaign in Diablo Immortal about what to do now, what is there, and what to watch out for. So first of all, I want to mention I already made a Diablo Immortal FAQ video about various things and some other guides that you might want to check out. But here this is for basically the latecomers that are a little bit lost about the endgame. So I want to give you some pointers about where to go and what to do. So number one priority is you become a shadow. So shadows are one of the two factions, the other one being immortals. And you can sign up for the so-called shadow lottery here with the mysterious patron in the tavern in Mestmarch. And if you talk to this guy, then he will have a button which says enter lottery. And you can basically sign up, and then 3 times a day it will choose some winners for the lottery. And you want to try to get in this way, because being a shadow opens up various new endgame activities that you want to do and want to progress on. They give you extra loot and also other bonuses. There is also a way to become a shadow without a lottery, which is an Akeba signet, which other people have acquired from that lottery. So for example, here I have 5 of them already because I kept winning it a few times when I signed up, and I just had this as a backup so I can invite other people to the shadows. And those Akeba signets are also used to convert a regular clan to a shadow, a dark clan. So it has this use and nothing else. So you can also maybe just ask people if they can invite you if they have leftover signets. When you are a shadow, you will have this menu here that has various activities. So you can see the extra endgame stuff. So here's contracts, for example. It's like bigger bounties, basically. Then you have the Path of Blood, which is like a one-time mini challenge rift. You want to try to get as high as possible. You have to raid the vault. This is something you want to do every single day, at least once. You have Battlegrounds, which is just listed here, but this is open to everyone. But very often they're also part of the daily activities that you want to do. So when you go to my rank, you can see the daily quests, and you can see these marks that you get. And this way you rank up your shadow rank, which gives you extra damage, extra defense, gives you other various bonuses. And you will also get a permanent bonus after the cycle of strife turns. And this bonus will actually last for several months before it's phased out again. So you want to make sure that you always do your daily quests and then work on some of these challenge quests. And you have all these different activities here. You can navigate to them and learn about them at each of the individual points. You can actually become a shadow before level 60 at level 43 when you have done the Bilefen questline. And this introduces this whole cycle of strife. So if you are not 60 yet, then you can also do it right now. Now, once you're actually level 60, you are in the end game. So this is when you start doing all of your daily activities, so including the raid the vault and these kind of things that I just mentioned. And you also want to start farming on Hell 1 difficulty, which is basically the entry level endgame difficulty. So normal is only for the story, and Hell 1 is where things actually happen. And now you start working on your daily progression goals and slowly improve your character. So the way that Diablo Immortal is set up is that you want to kind of touch the entire game once a day, but not really farm any of it too much. So the only things you can really farm well are set items, so you can run dungeons for those. So these are the green items that you have on the left side here on your equipment. And those only drop in Hell difficulties. And then they unlock in Hell 2 and Hell 4 various pieces, so that eventually you can actually finish those sets and have the entire left side of green items. And you want to farm obviously legendaries. They will mostly drop while doing dungeons and bestiary, or sometimes you find those orange elites in the outdoor zones that can help you to find some more legendaries. But in general, you don't really focus too much on this. What you actually want to do is make sure that you just finish all of your daily caps. So for example, if you go to the Elder Rift entrance, you get 1 rare quest for free every single day. You have the Fading Ember cap that is like a weekly reset on Monday. So you want to make sure that you grab those crests. You want to make sure you get these embers, because then you can craft gems. I also made a video on that if you want to check it out. You always want to go to the Hills Trader, and you can buy more crests from this guy as well. And this will help you to stack up some more legendary gems. Then there are also other systems like the Legacy of the Horadrim. So this is Ebenfahrt Sanctum here. You get introduced to this right at the end of the campaign, I believe. And you also want to do one run here every single day to open some of those chests. And then you also want to farm outdoor content a little bit as well. So in Hell difficulties, all zones are designed for level 60, so they all scale to the end game, and all of them are packed with random events that can pop up. There are certain zone events that you can farm. They give you lots of extra materials, which is needed for your blacksmith upgrades that you want to work towards as well. So you want to try to gather items and salvage them to get your item upgrades up. For example, right now I have rank 7 items already. And then you can slowly increase this over time. There's also something to work towards. And whenever you teleport to a zone, you have these timers here. There's also a neat little website that I can show you, which is called diablotimer.com, which actually has a nice overview of these world events and also various other activities. You can select the region. Pretty cool website. It's in the description. Also, another thing I can recommend you to do is to take a look at the world map tool that we have here on Maxroll. So here we have built an entire recreation of the in-game maps, and this shows all the hidden layers. So in case you haven't seen any of those yet, these are little side dungeons that can spawn at various places. So they are marked here with this little portal icon, and you just want to kind of get a bit of an idea of where they are, or maybe just have the map open when you roam through the zones, and you can enter there with a party. And the good part is here is you get regular gems, which you can socket into your secondary equipment, so the tourmalines, topazes, etc. And you can also slowly rank up those gems by doing 1 or 2 layers a day. There's a cap of 6 gems from a layer per day. And if you get lucky, you can get to level 2 on your first run, and then you have that cap already accomplished. We actually just had this hidden layer pop up here. So it usually shows somewhere one of them has opened, and then you can go try find it. So this is, so to say, another daily that you want to do, even though it's not exactly like a quest objective, simply because you get these regular gem incomes. Speaking of quests, you also want to take a look at your codex quests sometimes. So you always get new quests here, and it's something like kill 2,000 monsters or collect 100,000 gold, open 50 chests, some stuff like that. And this gives you a bunch of extra battle pass points. And the good part about those is they actually go above the cap. So if you are capped on your battle pass, which is here for me right now, then you can still progress it slightly further. In general, you want to progress your battle pass, but it's something that you usually just do on the side. If you do your daily activities, if you do a few dungeons here and there, you just gather those battle points anyway. And if you play something like 10 to 20 hours a week, then you have that easily without even thinking about it. If you're playing more casually than that, I would suggest to focus a bit more on the battle pass, at least to max it out by the end of the month, because it resets like once a month roughly. So make sure that at least you reach level 40 in that time to get all the rewards here. Another important thing finally is the Helliquary. So there are these Helliquary bosses that you can farm, and you can do so twice a week. The resets are on Monday and on Thursday. And this way you get extra scoria. And scoria is also very important to get extra combat rating. Without going too much into the details of combat rating now, it is something you definitely want to stack as much as possible. And you do so from doing these Helliquary raids. It's here in the center in Westmarch. And you can farm LaSalle right now, and there's going to be more bosses. And he has various difficulty settings, and you can farm him on these resets and you get extra scoria. This you take to the blacksmith, and then you can upgrade your Helliquary, and you get extra combat rating and also some other small bonuses eventually. And you unlock more of these slots here. So make sure you do this twice per week on all of the difficulties that you can handle. And bonus points for doing it in a warband at least once. There's a one-time extra scoria bonus for doing it in a warband. You don't have to rush this, I guess, but obviously the earlier the better. And that's pretty much the main endgame activities you want to focus on. There are other various like daily and weekly caps and things you want to farm. And there's also, for example, the topic of Paragon experience and how to get legendaries and these kind of things. But I think that this at least gives you a bit of an overview and a goal to work towards. So make sure you get your daily caps and your daily quests done Make sure you do your weekly battle pass cap, for example, and these kind of things. Do your LSR rates, and like this you will, you know, slowly get into the rhythm. So hope this video helps you. Hope you're having a good time in Diablo Immortal. Subscribe for more Diablo content, and I'll see you guys next time.